everybody, it's Camille Martin with Love to Lose, where I teach you how to love your life and lose the weight. In my video today, I want to talk about being a mom and specifically how hard it can feel to stay on track with your health goals while you're a mom. Also, I want to talk about how easy it is to lose yourself as an actual person in your day-to-day responsibilities of being a mom. And I have really good news for you. This fall, as your kids go back to school, it's the perfect time for you to get the same kind of fresh start with your health goals so that the wheels don't get, completely come off the bus. And then before you know it, it's January and you're making more New Year's resolutions that you won't keep. So today, I'm going to give you 5 really good steps so that you can stay on track with your health goals this fall and be an even better mom and thrive in spite of or because of all of your mom duties and the crazy busy schedule that you have. Step number 1 is to have a plan. You can't do anything without a plan, and I want you to really take the entire 3-month period. It's actually technically 4 months, but let's make it 3 months of a plan because you want to factor in the holidays. What I want you to do is to take 4 to 6 habits that you'd like to change, your health habits that you want to change, and I want you to convert those bad habits into a good habit by making small, tiny changes to the habit so that it ultimately resembles a good habit. The goal is not to make tons of sweeping changes all at the same time, and that, in other words, is a diet. So you want to take 1 habit per month, maybe 2 habits per month, and as you start with the first one and you add more positive changes and it starts to improve, then add the second habit to that and continue with the first one, so that by the end of the fall you will have consistently changed hopefully 4 of your health habits, and that will really go a long way to keeping the results that you get and making them permanent results. If you want the step-by-step process of changing your habits, you can get it in my book, which you can find on my website on my shop page, and you'll get the website address at the end of this video. Step number 2, combine this plan with a big goal, an inspiring goal. And I say this all the time, but it bears repeating. I cannot stress it enough that setting an inspiring and challenging goal that has nothing to do with your health or your weight, how much that actually does help you improve your health. That's because when you're focused on something that's exciting and inspiring, it takes your mind off all of the things that you're trying not to do. And hopefully you're not going to do that anymore. But set a big goal, pick something that inspires you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And remember, your big goal is not my big goal. It's not to compare. It's to pick something that feels challenging to you, but also fills you with excitement and energy. Then I want you to get your journal out and I want you to write down at least 10 tiny steps that you could take to reach that goal. The point of making them really tiny steps is so that you can get small wins and you can take 1 step today and get the ball rolling. Step number 3 is to have a daily framework that you're working with. And this is where being a busy mom comes into play and can actually help you. So the first thing is, before I tell you the mom-specific strategies, I want you to get your kitchen cleaned up and organized. It is one of the most essential steps in ensuring that your health stays on track and that you are actually healthy, because when you have a clean, organized kitchen, it makes it more fun to cook, it makes it less of a chore, and if you want to be healthy, it is required that you do at least a little bit of cooking. Okay, so now here are the mom-specific strategies that will actually work to your advantage. You're already busy doing all of these things, and so ironically, being ultra busy makes you stay organized, so that helps you in other areas too, including your health. So the night before, I want you to pack your kids' lunches. I want you to get them organized. I want you to have them have everything ready. If they're older, you can make them do it, but have all of your stuff laid out the next day for your kids so that when you get up and you're getting them out the door, your morning is stress-free. That being said, I also want you to get up 30 minutes earlier. I know you probably feel like I already have to get up early, I got to get them to school. I want you to back it up even earlier than that and take 30 minutes for yourself. It's super important that you feel centered and that you feel in control of your day. And you cannot do that if you're going to hit the ground running. The third trick that I have that you can use being a mom to your advantage is that you need to maximize all of the waiting time that you have. There is tons of it. Sitting in the carpool line, waiting in the doctor's office, even waiting for your kids to finish up their activities. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Y'all can throw stuff at your computer screen and send me nasty emails, but there is nothing wrong with getting some stuff done while your kids are in their activities. If you're the mom that wants to film everything and be fully engaged, more power to you, and I congratulate you. I am not that kind of a mom, as my kids will tell you. My daughter Penny is sitting over here behind this, behind my phone listening to me, and she's probably rolling her eyes. But anyway, yeah, maximize the time that you have while you're waiting on your kids to finish up their activities. What do you do in that waiting time? I want you to take your journal that you wrote your big goal down in and that you wrote your habits that you're going to change in. And I want you to just write what comes to your mind. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Remember that you're an actual person and write down the things that make you come alive and bring you joy. Make notes of the progress that you're making on your big goals and on your habit changes. Just writing things down makes it so much more likely that you'll actually stick to a plan and achieve your goals. So there are my 3 big tips that you can use to have a daily framework as a mom that you can use to your advantage. Step number 4 is to factor in all of the holidays. Fall is packed full of holidays and they're easy to let yourself completely fall off the wagon, but the reason why that happens is because you're trying to do everything perfectly all the time, and that is not realistic. There are times in your life where you need to be able to relax your standards and just go with the flow. So I want you to have a plan for all of the holidays this fall. If there are birthdays, make a plan for those. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, whatever you celebrate, you're gonna have opportunities for either number 1, stress of family gatherings, or number 2, you're gonna have the temptations of food and beverages, obviously. So make a plan for those. Have a backup plan. When your family is stressing you out, have a plan. You know, I'm gonna leave the room and I'm gonna go take some breaths instead of downing another glass of wine. If Halloween candy is your downfall, like it is for me, have something on the side that you can eat instead, or parcel out some of the Halloween candy and put it off to the side and say, I can eat that later, and do it mindfully. But make sure you have a plan for the holidays, factor them in because they will be there and there's no reason to let them totally derail you. Step number 5 is the most fun, but also the most often neglected, and that is to reward yourself. We just don't do this. We're so hard on ourselves. We don't celebrate our achievements. So I want you to do that. I want you to take your journal and I want you to write down 3 or 4 things that make you happy that would be like a reward to you, whether it's reading a good book all afternoon, getting a babysitter and going to get a pedicure. Whatever it is, I want you to make a list of these things, maybe 5, since you've got 4 health goals and a big goal. And I want you to make a few that are sort of simple and one that's like a really big, exciting reward. And then I want you to claim the rewards. There's nothing more fun than having something to look forward to keep you motivated to stay on track. And then it's just fun to celebrate your success, since we're so much more likely to hear that inner critic telling us what we did wrong. Some final words of wisdom for you, and trust me, I have learned this from experience. It's so important for you to tell yourself the right story. Yes, you are a busy mom, and so am I, and I fully get it, and I would be the last person on earth to tell you that no, you have tons of excuses and reasons why it's hard to be healthy, and they're absolutely all true. But I do want to tell you this. You owe it to yourself to make your health a priority, not just for yourself, but also for your kids. And if you tell yourself the right story, that you are a mom and you're a busy mom, but you are absolutely 100% in control of your health, things are going to go a lot easier, I promise you. And with this 5-step plan in place, you can be sure that not only will you get results, but you will feel so confident that you took control and decided to make a plan and make the right choices most of the time. So just remember, you're not just a mom, you are a woman and a human being with limitless potential, and you deserve Nothing more than to spend your life trying to reach that potential rather than wasting it on a diet. I hope this video was super helpful to you, and I hope that you'll put this plan into place if you are a busy mom and make this fall the healthiest one yet. If you haven't already done so, please head over to my website, sign up for my weekly newsletter so you can get more tips, motivation, and inspiration on your weight loss journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you here next time on Love to Lose.